Hey guys, this is Storytime with Baba, and today we have a little bit of a different story. This is a chapter book called Cat Wings by Ursula K. Le Guin. And I picked it because I love cats and because I really like Ursula K. Le Guin's writing. She is a science fiction writer, and this particular story, there are four, if we get to them, we'll find out. This particular story is about four cats who were born with wings. So let's see where this takes us. There are some pictures I'll show you, but mostly this is me reading. All right, cat wings. So here's our first picture. And so we've got all of these little kittens, and they have wings. Okay. So Mrs. Jane Tabby could not explain why all four of her children had wings. I suppose their father was a fly-by-night, a neighbor said, and laughed unpleasantly, sneaking round the dumpster. Maybe they had wings because I dreamed, before they were born, that I could fly away from this neighborhood, said Mrs. Jane Tabby. Thelma, your face is dirty. Roger, stop hitting James. Harriet, when you purr, you should close your eyes part way and knead me with your front paws. Yes, that's the way. How is the milk this morning, my children? Oh, it's very good, Mother, thank you, they answered happily. They were beautiful children, well brought up, but Mrs. Tabby worried about them secretly. It really was a terrible neighborhood, and getting worse. Car wheels and truck wheels rolling past all day, rubbish and litter, hungry dogs, endless shoes and boots walking, running, stamping, kicking, nowhere safe and quiet, and less to eat. Most of the sparrows had moved away. The rats were fierce and dangerous. The mice were shy and scrawny. So the children's wings were the least of Mrs. Tabby's worries. She washed those silky wings every day, along with their chins and paws and tails, and wondered about them now and then. But she worked too hard finding food and bringing up the family to think much about the things that she didn't understand. But when the huge dog chased little Harriet and cornered her behind the garbage can, lunging at her with wide open-toothed jaws, and Harriet, with one desperate mew, flew straight up into the air and over the dog's staring head and lighted on the rooftop, then Mrs. Tabby understood. Look at that! She just flew right away. The dog went off growling, its tail between its legs. Come down now, Harriet, her mother called. Children, come here, please, all of you. Well, they all came back to the dumpster. Harriet was still trembling. The others all purred with her till she was calm, and then Mrs. Jane Tabby said, Children, I dreamed a dream before you were born, and now I see what it meant. This is not a good place to grow up in, and you have wings to fly from it. I want you to do that. I know you've been practicing. I saw James flying across the alley last night, and yes, I saw you doing nosedives too, Roger. I think you are ready. I want you to have a good dinner and fly away, far away. But, Mother, said Thelma, and burst into tears. I have no wish to leave, said Mrs. Tabby quietly. My work is here. Mr. Tom Jones proposed to me last night, and I intend to accept him. I don't want you children underfoot. All the children wept, but they knew that this is the way it must be in cat families. They were proud, too, that their mother trusted them to look after themselves. So, all together, they had a good dinner from the garbage can that the dog had knocked over. Then Thelma, James, Roger, and Harriet purred goodbye to their dear mother, and one after another they spread their wings and flew up over the alley, over the rooftops, away. Mrs. Jane Tabby watched them, and her heart was full of fear and pride. They are remarkable children, Jane, said Mr. Tom Jones in his soft, deep voice. Ours will be remarkable too, Tom, said Mrs. Tabby. Look at that. See, they're just flying away. And that was chapter 1. All right, I'll see you guys next time.